Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Mostert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Aaron Donald with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So this home crowd not too enamored with what they saw right there. They wanted their guys to go for it on 4th and goal. They settled for the field goal try, Charles. Ultimately, they get nothing.
Yeah, it turns out that they were correct. I thought the decision to take the 3 was the right one, but because of the miss, it's real easy to second guess now.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee. Here's Cam Akers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. Stafford. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Stafford. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, Mostert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
2 now on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Steps away to his left. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Once again, it's Mostert. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. Throwing is Stafford. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. It's a slant to Hill. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. first down. Tagovailoa gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Mostert. There he goes, right side. Now he's free at the 35. And he will have a Dolphins first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Tua now on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Braxton Berrios, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. L.A. readies for its next possession. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
On the counter, this is Akers. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now. Now Stafford. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing again is Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This is caught. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Akers again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. That'll make it fourth down. Of 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and solo moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too. As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And quickly they get to the line. Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Tua to throw again. That one complete to Hill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Tua going to throw. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. On the return, Williams. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Stafford to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, here's Tua. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. On 2nd down, Tua. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Back to the running game with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
That's interference. Defense.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
a pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They'll run with Mostert. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
8 yards pickup. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Set. 21.
Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Short throw, it's Higbee. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come in with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
On first down at Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Miami. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Yeah, and it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and that will keep this a 12-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa rolling to his right. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. On target over the middle of the hill. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
22.
Stafford on 1st down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Play action. Stafford. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. Touchdown, L.A. DeMarcus Robinson, 47 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. His throw incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Escapes the sack. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion. This time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you created with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now left side of the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3rd down and 6. Stafford. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Tua. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams are right back in this football game. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay a 12-point game. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup complete. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Stafford. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. On 4th down, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brandon Jones picking it off. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give them 6 points going the other way.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. To throw is Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw on second down is Stafford. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Ready. Watch it, Oscar. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.